Hi guys, in this video I will show you how to output an object to the console. I have a basic Java project set up in Eclipse. I named this project Sample Project. I have a default package, and inside this package I have two Java files, pet.java and program.java. Each of them have the same named class, so I have a pet class and a program class. The program class defines the public static void main method. Inside this method, I created an object of the pet class. The pet class constructor expects an argument, which is the name of the pet, which I pass here in as a string named Woofy. Then I have the object and I pass it to the println method. This here I expect it to output this object to the console. Now before I run this program, let's move to the pet.java file and look at the pet class. This class is pretty straightforward. It has a single member variable. This represents the name of the pet. I also have a constructor that has a single parameter. This is the string name, so I can pass in the name of the pet and then I assign it to the same named member variable. And I have a getter method and a setter method. Now I mentioned already here I create an object of this class and I pass it to the println method. Now when I run this, I get this output. So why am I getting this output? What happens behind the scenes is that Java calls a toString method on this object. So to understand this, we have to know that every single class in Java has a toString method. So let's take a look at the toString method. This is the toString method, so public string toString. And by default, the toString method returns the name of the class, then the @ character, which is the @ and then an unsigned hexadecimal representation of the hash code of the object. So these are the cryptic characters that you see right after the @ sign. So this is the class name here. This is pet because I pass in an object of pet and then the hash code of it. Now, really what's happening is it sees this is an object of the pet class. So it goes to the pet class and calls the toString method on it. And I just went over it, what this returns. And then the return of that toString method is outputted to the console here. Now, fortunately, we can change this. Most of the time, this is not really that helpful. So you always want to change it. What you can do is you can just change the behavior of this method by simply declaring it here again. So I write public string to string. And then I can return anything I want to return. For example, pet. And let's say I want to add the name of the pet and then close it. So you can format it however you want. I just do it pet, open close parentheses, and inside the name. Now when I go back to the program and I run this a second time, now I can see this is a pet named Woofy. And I can customize it however I want. I can also say, write down here, the name is this. When I run this again, you can see I updated it here. So this is the way you output objects. Many times I see new programmers kind of just go by this and output this. But if you just access the individual member variables with a getter method, then your code becomes very big, especially if you have multiple getter methods. You have to kind of operate on the same object and then call all the different getter methods here. So it's much easier to just simply pass in the object and then add this public string toString method to the class and return whatever you want to output. Don't output anything here, so don't do System.out.println. You simply return a string here. And whatever string is returned, the println function will then output it to the console. I hope this was helpful to you as you get started with working with classes and objects. Thank you for watching.